My students, Om Namo Narayana. Today, one of my students asked me, Mataji, how can we increase our vairagyam? So, what I told her was this, that every day, spend a few minutes to reflect upon the previous day. What is it that you felt made you happy the previous day? Supposing, say, it was that you ate a gulab jamun and you felt that that made you happy. No doubt it made you happy. But reflect that that happiness that you found or that you felt that you were feeling as you experienced the taste of that gulab jamun, that happiness, how long did it last? That experience of happiness which you had, how long did it last? Look at any other incident or any other experience of happiness or of joy or even of the sense of security that you felt during the day. And ask yourself the same question. How long did that experience of joy last? I knew of one dancer who said that when she would be deeply absorbed in her dance, then she would get this experience of a bliss where she would forget everything and she would just be one with her dance. And it was just bliss. Again, the same question. How long did that experience of bliss last? Now ask yourself, what is it that I really want? Do I really want these small, experiences of happiness, of joy, which happen for maybe a few seconds, a few minutes, maybe half an hour, maybe a little bit more every now and then? Or is it that I want something which is 24 into 7? What is it that I really want? And when you ask yourself that question, also acknowledge that the nature of everything in this universe is that it is temporary. Any experience of any object that you have in the experience in this universe, including your body, it's only temporary. So, how can an experience of joy, which you get because of contact or association with some object in the universe, which includes your body and mind, because they are also objects in the universe, these objects which are temporary, how can they give you that happiness which you want, which is 24 into 7? Is it possible for any object in the universe, including your body and your mind, to give you that kind of experience of a permanent nature? Permanent joy, Nitya Sukha, Nityananda. Is it possible? Another thing, reflect on this fact that to know that something is temporary, and you know it very well that any object that you look at is temporary, but to know that it is temporary, how can you know that unless there is some kind of a changeless reference? So, what is that changeless reference? Because of which you know that everything in this universe is temporary. Who is the one who knows that everything in this universe is temporary. It's me. I'm the one who knows. Right? So the changeless reference can only be me. Me, this body? No, the body is changing all the time. That the body is changing all the time is known in the presence of the consciousness that I am. The consciousness that I am illumines that fact. Is it the mind? No, but the mind, thoughts come and go, thoughts come to go. This is also known by me in the presence of the consciousness, the ever-present consciousness that I am. The fact that thoughts come to go, that thoughts come and go, that feelings come and go, opinions come and go, beliefs come and go. All this is known and illumined in the presence of the consciousness that I am. What about the breath? That the breath is very much temporary is also known in the presence of the consciousness that I am. And this consciousness that I am, is it something which is changing? If it is changing, how there must be something changeless which knows that. Consciousness that I am is not changing. It is the non-negatable fact about me, self-evident, self-revealing, non-negatable, ever true, that which is totally trustworthy because it is ever unchanging, in whose presence everything is known. So this unchanging, ever-presence, consciousness, self-evident and self-revealing, direct and immediate, in whose presence all changes knows, in whose presence all happiness, all moments and experiences of happiness are illumined, all experiences of any kind are illumined and indeed enlivened. This consciousness is changeless. And being changeless, it is unaffected. It is Satyam, it is the truth. And it is unaffected by anything that is changing. And by very nature, being changeless, being not subject to any boundaries, not subject to the boundaries of this body, not subject to the boundaries that our mind creates, not subject to the boundaries of time or space, which is infinite and limitless, is by very nature the Nityananda that I am searching, that I am begging for through different experiences of objects. Depending upon my likes and dislikes an object, I project on an object the capacity to give me happiness. And that happiness which I get from different experiences is also nothing but appearances of Nitya Sukha, myself. It's my appearances of me. Every little bit of happiness in this universe from any experience whatsoever is nothing but a small little, an iota, a fraction of the Nityananda that I am. So reflect upon this every day, every single day. Give time for reflecting on some of these points for at least 15 minutes a day. Give time. And as you become more and more, as you assimilate these facts more and more, you will find your vairagyam is such that no more you need to chase after any object. Need to chase. There's no pursuit of happiness for the sake of fulfilling oneself. There is just living out of fulfillment. Om Tat Sat.